Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op and Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Talk plus text plus data. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op and Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Talk plus text plus data. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op and Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Talk plus text plus data. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op and Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Talk plus text plus data. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders! Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Talk plus text plus data. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders! Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Talk plus text plus data. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders! Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Talk plus text plus data. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders! Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Talk plus text plus data. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders! Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Talk plus text plus data. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Talk plus text plus data. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Talk plus text plus data. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Talk plus text plus data. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by
it's over. We can come back after the billboard.
First of all, on offense for the Ellis Railroaders, number 2, 150-pound junior, Clay Fike. Number 4, 160-pound junior, Dalton Hensley. Number 5, 155-pound sophomore, Joseph.
Excitement slowly filling here in Meade as the game is about to start off between the Ellis Railroaders and the Meade Buffaloes. Go ahead and look at your starting lineups, brought to you by Crop Production Services of Hayes and Ellis. Contact Dick Schmidt and Seth Albers today for all your seed, plant, nutritionals, and crop protection products. We'll start with the Ellis Railroaders on defense across the board. Up front, number 70, Daniel Cabral. Number 56, Josh Smith. Number 75, Bryce Keithley. And number 88, Brendan Brenner. In the middle of the field, your linebackers, number 2, Clay Fike, number 20, Alex Towns, number 50, Dylan Haas. And in your secondary, number 4, Dalton Hensley, number 5, Joseph Eck, and number 7, Easton Smith. Offensively for the Railroaders, up front,
over 100 years.
the starting lineups for the 9-0 Meade Buffaloes. Offensively, up front, number 55, Ryan Coons, number 63, Emmett Reimer, number 50, Avery McCullough, number 79, Cade Millsap, and number 66, Landon Bird. And in the backfield, the Meade Buffaloes, they will have number 44, Cash Larrabee, number 23, Cale McCullough, the blocking back, number 33, Caden Godfrey. Split out to the outside, number 14, Logan Myers, and number 83, Dakota Messer. And lining up as well in the backfield will be the quarterback, Lawson Luters, the 5'11", 165-pound junior. Defensively for Meade, up front, number 79, Cade Millsap, number 63, Emmett Reimer, number 14, Logan Myers. And in the middle of that, you'll have number 84, Tristan Lewis Deerking. In the middle, number 22, Blake Keith, number 23, Cale McCullough, number 44, Caribbean, and number 5, Dalton Welsh. And secondary, Lawson Luters, number 2, Colton Goler, and number 25, Noah Hansen. They're getting things started off right away. Cooper Slough, this will be your first high school football playoff broadcast. I'm sure you're excited. I'm excited. Ellis Railroaders, they will be getting the opening kickoff. We will see Meade go ahead and kick things off to start things off as we are underway here in Meade. It's going to be a deep kick. It will be taken by Fike at about the 5-yard line, running up the middle, looking to cut back up. And he makes it across the 25 down to the 30-yard line, and that is where we will see Easton Smith come out for the first time here tonight. First down and 10 from the 31-yard line is the official spot of the football, and they'll come out, and quickly we thought they were going to do this. They're going to spread it out. They're going to come out with 4 wide receivers. Easton Smith in shotgun. Fike will line up on the right side of Smith. And they're going to pass first play of the game. Smith looking long down the field, and it's incomplete. Just out far reach of Joseph Eck, but Cooper starting things off, going for the home run off the start.
And that's a really ambitious approach by the Ellis Railers right off the get. We talked about it in the pregame, just to heave that ball up. We talked about trust in the reception. Let's just say we're glad that the game started off with an incompletion as opposed to an interception.
Now getting back under center will be Easton Smith. We'll have 3 in the backfield, 1 split out to the far side, and they're going to pitch it out to the far side. Eck looking for some room on the right side. Still gets set off across the 40-yard line down to the 45 before being taken down on the play. A good run by Joseph Eck to start things off. It's a pickup of 15.
And one of the things we had talked about, Garrett, early on is that the Railers need to focus on sealing that edge to defend themselves against those 2 massive defensive ends for the Buffaloes.
And they sealed off the outside, and Eck able to pick up the first down. So 1st and 10, they're going to spot it at their own 46. 3 back in the backfield. They're going to stack it up now. They're going to go to Fike in the middle. Fike has a seam, crosses midfield down to the opponent's 45 and 2.
And although early, Garrett, it's surely got to be promising for Railers fans right now to see 2 plays, 2 first downs right off the get-go.
15 and 13 yards on plays, and they're already inside Buffalo territory. The run game early on for Ellis working great. They're going to keep it back on the ground. They're going to go with Eck, trying to go around this left side. He's going to get tripped up on the play. He's going to lunge forward past Blake Keith. It's going to be a pickup of 5 yards as he crossed the 40 down to the 33.
Ball is at the Buffalo 37-yard line.
Second down and 5. Ellis will come with 3 in the backfield. Tied in on each side, and Smith's going to roll it out. He's going to pitch it out to Fike. Fike cuts it back up. Outside sealed off. Fike has the first down as he crosses the 30.
Right off the bat, just exploiting that outside run game. Getting now what I believe has so far been an average of 8 or 9 yards from that outside run game.
Well, since that first incompletion, it's been nothing but positive yards on the ground. They're going to fake it. Now quarterback keeper got a flag on the play as Easton Smith faked it to Joseph Eck and took it around to the outside. There is a flag on the play. It's the first flag, so let's wait and see what this is. Logan Myers was in on the tackle. Deer King was trying to chase down Easton Smith. But let's wait and see what this flag play is. Have not had a signal yet. Illegal formation on the offense, so the first penalty of the game will go against the Ellis Railers, and that's going to take them back 5 yards. First down and 15 for the Railers. Smith will be under center. He'll have Eck in formation in the backfield. And I run a misdirection. Fike has it, and it's going to be blown up in the backfield. Myers got right in the backfield and took down Fike. That's the first negative yards of the game for Ellis. And Logan Myers has back-to-back tackles.
Back to the 35-yard line. Brings up a second down, and
that time the defense not fooled by the little misdirection in the backfield that the Ellis Railroaders ran. Second down and long now after the penalty and the loss on the rush attempt. And movement in the backfield. Fike jumped early, so that's going to send them back 5 more yards. So Cooper, all of a sudden, an Ellis team that seemed just pounding the ball down the throat of this Meade defense. You have the illegal formation, then you have the loss on the rush attempt, and then an illegal procedure attempt. And all of a sudden, it's second down and long all the way back at the 40-yard line. They got to get past the 20 for a first down.
And you make you too excited. You have to remain composed and get rid of those dumb penalties.
Second down and 20. Through the air, they're going to fake the misdirection. Quarterback going to throw it, and it's going to be slightly behind Brendan Brenner, the intended wide receiver. If it was complete, it would have been back to the original line of scrimmage where the chains started, but incomplete, and it's going to bring up a third down and 22 now for the Ellis Railroaders. And they're going to come out. They're going to spread it out much like they did on the opening play of the game. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Fike in the backfield lining up on the left side of Smith. Quick 3-step drop. Here comes the pressure. He's going to elude it. He's going to be brought down, but got the pass away. But the pressure was brought that time by Emmett Reimer. Smith just able to elude the pressure, but the incomplete pass is going to bring fourth down.
And you know, Garrett, we've talked about it a lot here, even in the pregame. One of the things that the Railers need to do here is maintain ball control. But here in this first possession, it seems to me, lose a little bit of composure, and it ends up in a turnover, having a punt.
They're going to punt some things away. Fike set up to punt. Messer back deep to punt, and it's going to be a fake. And they're going to throw it back. That's going to be thrown back to Eck. And here goes Clay Fike. Clay Fike up the field. He's going to be close to that first down, but I don't think he got it. They ran the fake with Dalton Hensley. They hiked it back. Hensley ran it out to the right, threw it back to the left side to Clay Fike. That worked when they took on La Crosse earlier this year, but that time they come up 2 yards shy of the first down. It's going to be given back to the Meade Buffaloes.
And, man, it just seems like so far during this game, I know it's early, but it's almost like you cannot predict what the Railers are going to do next. I don't know about you, but I thought it was a punt.
Well, sure. they thought that they were going to have to run some trick plays to catch this team off guard. Now here comes the Meade Buffaloes. It's going to be snapped up the gut. It's going to be Cash Larrabee taking the opening kick, or taking the opening play of the game. He's going to lunge forward. He did not get much on that play. It's going to be about a 2-yard pickup. 2nd down and 8. So early on, we see Cash Larrabee taking the snap and just taking it right up the middle, but that defensive front of the Ellis Railroaders hanging tough. They got 3 in the backfield, and here's Luters. Luters going to take it to the left, cut back to the right, but he's going to be stacked up and driven backwards. Nothing going that time for Lawson Luters. He's able to pick up a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7.
And so far, Garrett, the Railers not even a slight bit confused as to what Meade is going to do here. It seems like they already know.
2 basic plays to start things off. No misdirection yet. Larrabee and Luters line up in the backfield, and here comes the fake misdirection. Is going to toss it back to Larrabee. Larrabee has it, and Larrabee has the 1st down as he crosses the 40, still up on his feet, trudging forward across midfield.
And what a play to keep those feet moving. It just goes to show as long as you don't give up, there's probably an extra 10 yards there for you, and that's exactly what we saw there.
First down and 10 as they're actually going to spot him outside of midfield, as they're going to say he stepped out of bounds on that far side, but a big gain on a 3rd down and 7 for a 1st down for the Meade Buffaloes, who are just sitting outside of plus territory. Going back to the pass, and he's going to have his man open in the flat, across the 40-yard line, still up on his feet. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 33 as Cale McCullough hauled in the pass.
And I got to say, Garrett, I don't know if maybe I'm not used to the wishbone enough here, but that's 2 passing plays, 2 big passing plays here in this first drive.
And there is a flag as it stands, a 17-yard completion, but it's going to be a hold, and that's going to send them. It's going to send Meade back. $10 yards. And it's going to be a 2nd down and 6. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. So the spot of the foul was well downfield. 1st down now and 4 as they got the right side stacked up. And it's going to go to Luters. Luters going to go up the middle. Still moving his feet. He has the 1st down as he crosses the 40. And he's going to take it down to the 36.
And you know, Garrett, that was one of those situations where I feel like the unsung heroes really, Millsap and Bird there, leading the block.
1st down, right outside the 35-yard line. As Meade, just like Ellis did early, moving the ball down the field early. Nothing going. Now here comes the shift. Everybody shifts from the right side to the left side, including the backs in the backfield. And they're going to give it to Cale, and they tried some misdirection with Cale McCullough, and we got a flag on the play. There was a lot of movement in that offense. Wait and see who it is on, but there was a lot of bodies moving, and it's going to be on Meade, and that'll send them back 5 yards. They had too many men in motion at one time, and it goes out as a 5-yard penalty. So it's going to be a 1st down and 15 now from just outside the 40-yard line. Luters has it. Luters is going to step back to pass. Rolling back out here, being chased. Avoids the sack, still up on his feet. Eludes another one. Gets hit, and there's going to be a flag on the play, and this may be intentional grounding. Let's wait and see what this is, as he was trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. He was hit on the throw, but let's wait and see what this is. And this may be the 3rd penalty on this drive against Meade. And that's what it is, intentional grounding. That's a loss of a down. So they're going to get the penalty, and they're going to lose it down. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down. So this is looking a lot like the Ellis drive to start off the game, in which Meade has crossed now into midfield, but then back-to-back penalties. And they're looking at a 2nd down and long.
Absolutely. And we were just talking about it a little bit ago. Positive yards, which are then negated by silly penalties. But in the defense of the Meade Buffaloes there, I don't really know what other option there would have been other than to just take the sack. So, in my opinion, do you kind of chuck it up there and just hope you don't get called? Or?
Yeah, and the secondary did a nice job. Looters tried to avoid the pressure, but nobody could get open. And now they're going to fake it to McCullough in the backfield. Looters looking long, dumps it off. He's going to have Myers across the middle, and he's going to take it up to the original line of scrimmage before the penalties down to the 35.
A lot of big pass plays, Garrett, here in this first possession for the Meade Buffaloes.
Third down and 9 now for the Meade Buffaloes. They are inside Ellis territory, spotted up at the 35. They've had 5. Have been very costly in moving the ball forward for the Buffaloes. They got 2 blocking backs in the backfield on the right side, up the middle. He's going to try to slide forward. Pyle pushes forward across the 30. He's going to be close to that first down. It's going to bring up a 4th down as he's just picked up 6 yards on the play, so it's going to bring up a This is the first time with the ball for the Meade Buffaloes, looking to put points up on the board. Ellis looking to come up with a big defensive stop. Larrabee right the middle, and he's just going to lower the shoulder and push forward, and he has the first down.
And that's one of the things we talked about in the pregame, Garrett, is Larrabee is just so big at fullback there, and just to push it up the middle, easily 3 or 4 yards. Exactly what they needed for that first down.
It is tough to bring down a 6'3", 240-pound body, and he powered forward for the first down. First down and 10 now after the pickup by Cash Larrabee. Larrabee has it. They're going to run the end around with Looters, and it's going to be blown up in the backfield. Ellis not fooled at all that time. Fike got into the backfield along with Josh Smith, and it's going to go down as a loss of 5.
And that's a big play there, Garrett, for the Ellis Railers, just to signify that you're not going to give up, regardless of the first downs, and just keep pushing, keep getting in the backfield, and keep making big plays.
Second down in 15 as I got a Cash McCullough is going to split out to the far side. Looters getting pressured. Brenner trying to bring him down, and he's going to get him. Brendan Brenner chased him all the way from the left side to the right side and brought him down. The first sack of the game, and boy, Cooper, you were spot on. You said Brendan Brenner was going to be key on Ellis on defense, and that time chased down Lawson Looters and brought him down.
And, I mean, going into this game, Brenner's got 48 tackles on the season. And, you know, you're exactly right. It's 6'6", 220-pound senior.
Third down and long now. They were faced with a third down and long there last time with the ball. They're going to fake it to McCullough. Looters looking to open it up down the field, and it's going to be nearly intercepted. Joseph Eck nearly hauled that one in.
And, man, Garrett, that's one of those plays that you look at on the game film afterwards and you go, it hit me in the hands. I should have had it. Tough break for the Ellis Railers.
Fourth down and long, and they're going to go for it. Looters looking to open it up. He's going to float it. He's got his man open. It's Messer. Messer looking for that first down. He's going to be held short. That's going to be a change of possession. It's going to go back to the Ellis Railroaders, and they hold.
And so far, Garrett, Brandon Brenner has been absolutely instrumental in this defense by putting the pressure on Looters during that play, forcing him to get rid of the ball, maybe picking out a receiver he didn't necessarily want to pass to, and ultimately not getting the first down.
This will be Ellis' second time with the ball. The first time with the ball, they made it all the way to the 33-yard line of Meade before a couple penalties and a loss on a rush forced them to punt the ball away. But now they start deep in their own territory, and they're going to run it with Fike across the right side, and Fike able to slip across the 20 down to the 23. And it's going to be a pickup of 5 yards on the play. We'll call it 6 to bring up a 2nd down and 4. Second down and 4 now for Ellis after Fike was able to pick up a good chunk of yards. Fike already 23 yards rushing, leading the way for Ellis. Now they're going to run it with Dalton Hensley. Hensley has the first down across the 30, across the 35 before being tripped up just shy of the 39, excuse me. So they got to the outside once again. Tackle sealed off it, and Eck able to pick that up.
And we've talked about it time and time again, Garrett. If you seal off Lewis Deerking on that edge, you can absolutely exploit that outside run game for big yards.
So Ellis has another first down outside of their own 40. And another penalty on the offense as Eck left a little too early. The positive thing is they've only been 5-yard penalties, but that is the 3rd one against them. So these penalties aren't necessarily big ones. They're not 15-yard penalties. They're not 10-yard penalties, but 3 5-yard penalties now. And it's got 1 illegal formation, and they got 2 false starts.
And it's just those little mistakes that you have to get rid of in order to be successful.
Smith will be under center now, and they're going to fake it. No, they're going to give it. No, they're going to fake it to Fike. Easton Smith around the outside, and too high, well high for Brendan Brenner. And that's going to go incomplete, and Smith still looking for his first completion of the game. He is 0 for 3, and it's going to bring up a 2nd down now and 15. As all the success by the Ellis Railroaders have been on the ground so far. Fike with 23, Smith with 20, and then Eck has 7. We have yet to see Hensley carry the ball, and here's going to be Clay Fike looking to get something going, but he's going to be brought down, able to just get back to the line of scrimmage before Reimer brings him down. It's going to be a gain. They're going to give him a yard on the play, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long.
And you know, Garrett, we can't ever stress how instrumental the defensive end position is for both defenses, but here Logan Myers just had that play sniffed out from the beginning.
They're going to spread it out again. Towns and Hensley come out here to the near side. Smith going to drop back to pass, getting chased by Lewis Deerking, and Deerking brought him back down at the 25. It's going to be a sack, and it's going to bring up a 4th down for the Ellis Railroaders.
And that's just another example of time and time again, Ellis's biggest difficulty for their offense is going to be to seal off and control those defensive ends in situations like that. Didn't get it done, and now Ellis has to punt.
Hensley is going to have to punt it away. It's nearly blocked, but he gets it away. It's going to go out of bounds as it crosses midfield, and here's the official walking it off now. And he's still walking, and it looks like they're going to start inside Ellis territory at the 47. This game is brought to you by Eaton Landscaping, Crop Production Services at Hayes and Ellis, Jeff Pinkney CPAs of Ellis at Hayes, USD 388 in Ellis, Biddle and Haas Construction in Ellis Credit Union. Well, this will be the 2nd time that Meade has had the ball. Their first time with it. They made great penetration inside Ellis territory, but 3 penalties, a sack on the play, forced them to go for it on a 4th down and long, and they were unable to convert, but they got the ball now starting inside Ellis territory. They're going to run an end around, and he's going to be stacked up. Able to get 2 yards on the play was Welsh, but that's going to be about it. So Meade Buffalo still unable to pick up big chunks of yards, which is what this offense has been very accustomed to. This defense has been well coached so far here through one quarter, as it is just coming up to an end. As they're going to get the final play off Larrabee, and Larrabee's going to run a late pitch to the side to Welsh, but still nothing going even with the pitch. It's going to be another 2 yards in. That's going to be the end of one. We're still scoreless. Ellis hanging tough with the Meade Buffaloes. This is Ellis playoff football on 99.5.
Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services, call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless, say hello to something different. Unlimited everything, talk plus text plus data. Walmart, save money, live better, Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole, insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected.
First team has had the ball twice. In fact, Meade Buffalo, they are still in the middle of their now faced with a 3rd down and 6, as there's a late substitution coming in as Smith comes in. And here's that shift again. Everyone moving from the right side to the left side now. Looters is going to run to that stacked up left side, and Looters able to weed through. He breaks free at the 30. Looters stood up on his feet, cuts back across the middle, and Hensley's going to try to drag him down, but Looters is in for the touchdown. We knew it was coming eventually. And the Meade Buffaloes strike first.
And you know, Garrett, we talked about misdirection being a key factor in this game, and you see it right there. The shift and then to run back to the weak side. Textbook play for the Meade Buffaloes, and the Ellis Railroaders just weren't expecting it.
They're going to come on now to attempt the extra point. And the kick is up. And the kick is good. So the first play of the second quarter results in a 44-yard touchdown run by Looters, and the extra point is good, and it's 7-0 with 11:49 remaining here in the second quarter. Tonight's game is brought to you by Romy Insurance Agency, Don's Electric and Rewind Cottage, and Land Pumpkin Patch and Cottage Lane Candles, Fisher Pipe Testing, Eck Construction, Arthur's Pizza, Mexican Food, the Ellis Review, and American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. 44-yard touchdown run resulted in 7 points as the Looters were able to get that in, and it was 0-0 at the end of one, Cooper, but the first play of the second quarter goes for the touchdown.
And, you know, I know we can't talk about it enough, in my opinion. It's just the misdirection used by the Meade Buffaloes is so critical for their offense. And honestly, I think the only thing that the Railers can do at this point is just to focus on better fundamentals. And
there's a big kickoff. Fike's going to take it on a run at the 15. Fike full steam ahead, and he's across midfield. Fike's going to take it all the way. Clay Fike responding with a kickoff return for the touchdown. And lightning has struck from 85 yards out on a kick return by Clay Fike.
And Garrett, we've seen Clay Fike run extremely powerfully and just agile and quick for the entirety of the game so far. And it's no surprise that he finally got away and scored.
Boy, and he was untouched. Fike just needed one block to break free, and he got it. And we are an extra point away from having this game tied up. Looks like Meade got away early. There's no flag. The extra point is up, and the extra point is good. And, well, we had no points through the first 12 minutes, and all of a sudden we have 14 points scored in the first 22 seconds of this second quarter. You have the big run by Looters for Meade, and then you have the great response by Clay Fike, taking it all the way on the kickoff, the responding kickoff, back to tie this game up.
And what a response by the Railers. I mean, you can't really ask for much more out of a team than to respond with such a return. And like we've discussed, Clay Fike has been running the ball so powerfully through the game to this point that to me it's no surprise that he finally got a way to score.
And what a way to respond. And you know, when you're facing a team like the Meade Buffaloes, you need points on defense, you need points on special teams, you need to win at the three phases of football. And right now, Ellis, they have the advantage on the special team side of things, taking that kick return back for a touchdown.
And you know, Garrett, one of the things that we do have to address here is that you can't let a score like that get you too excited, too antsy, and make dumb penalties later on.
And Hensley's going to take this one. He's going to boot it back. Welsh will take it on a back step at the 10, and Welsh going to run it down the far side. Not going to get nearly as far as Fike did. He's going to cross the 30. He's going to be stopped just outside of the 35-yard line, but we will see Looters and this offense of the Meade Buffaloes come back out with it. But things still interesting at 7-7. As you see, Lawson Looters trudging on to the field late after getting the call from his head coach. They're going to come out. They're going to stack it up on the left side. Cash Larrabee will line up on the right side of Looters. Looters will keep it. Looters trying to weave himself forward. He's going to cross the 35. It's going to be a pickup of about 2 yards as he makes it just to the 37.
And you know, Garrett, I think it's important to focus on at this point. Stay focused in the face of such a return. Keep moving the chains, keep pushing forward, and allow momentum to swing back to the center, I think, and then take it down and score again.
Smith's going to move over from the left side of the secondary to the right. Cash Larrabee up the middle. Cash Larrabee lowering his shoulder and bulldozing his way for a first down across.
Very powerful run by the 6'3", 240-pound senior. Pretty tough to take down a body that big.
He's got 3 carries for 16 yards now. That was a big, powerful one as Cash Larrabee lowered his shoulder and picked up the first down. Coming up on 10.5 left to play here in the first half. Still tied at 7 as Ellis got their points on a kickoff. They're going to run the end-around reverse with McCullough, but it's going to be nicely sniffed out by the defense as he's going to be taken down on the play. Josh Smith was able to get back there for the Ellis Railroaders. Alex Towns joined him. It was a team effort. It was a loss of 1.
And it's interesting to look at both defensives, Garrett, being supported mostly by what I think is both defensive ends for both teams.
Second down and long. Looters going to run up the middle. Cash Larrabee going to lead him, and Looters is going to slip. Looked like Looters slipped as he tried to fall in behind his fullback who was leading the blocking, but it looked like he may have even tripped over the heel of Cash Larrabee, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10.
So, Garrett, given what we've seen already in this game, we've seen a couple big plays from misdirection and a couple big pass plays. It'll be interesting to see which one they choose to do here, maybe bring in something new.
3rd down and 10. Larrabee that's going to be Looters rolling out here to the left side. Rifles it across the middle, and is it intercepted? Waiting for the official call, and it is. Well, now they're still talking about it. One came in and said interception. The other one came in. They were talking about it. Now it is intercepted. Boy, they talked about it long enough, but coming in on the backside and picking that one off is going to be Brevin Labarge, the 5'10", 150-pound junior. Came in on the tip pass. The pass was intended for Dakota Messer, but it's going to be picked off by Large, and the Railers have it. So forcing the first turnover of the game, the Ellis Railroaders, and the momentum now to the Railroaders. First turnover of the game. Smith up the middle. Hensley's first carry of the game is a big one. Hensley breaks free, and he is gone. At the 20, the 10, getting chased down from behind. There's going to be a flag on the play. Looks like coming across for a horse collar tackle, but Hensley's first carry of the game is a big one.
All the way down inside the 5-yard line. And there's a penalty on the play.
As of now, it stands as a 50-yard run by Hensley. Personal foul, face mask from behind. So it'll still stand as a 50-yard rush. And it looks like they're actually going to spot him outside. So now after the penalty, it's not a touchdown. They're going to have first and goal on. As things get sorted out. Smith will line up under center. Hensley will be directly behind him. Smith with the hard count. Meade does not budge. Smith gonna fall forward. Waiting for the signal, and he's in. Touchdown, Ellis. Easton Smith from 1 yard out.
Ball is kept by number 7, Smith. Takes it over for the score.
And Garrett, you got to feel good as an Ellis Railer right now, coming all the way down to Meade, Kansas, facing an undefeated Buffalo squad, and now leading 13-7, waiting on that extra point, 13-7 with about a minute left till halfway through the second quarter.
Here's the snap. The snap is good. The hold is good, and the kick is true. And with 8:41 remaining here in the second quarter, it has the lead. This game is brought to you by Fisher Pipe Testing, Eck and Eck Construction, Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods, the Ellis Review, City Plumbing of Ellis, Fisher Well Service owner Donnie Fisher, Equity Bank of Ellis, Curbside Cuts by Christie Pet Grooming at your doorstep, and Big Creek Floor and Gifts in downtown Ellis. And the Railroaders, Cooper, are not fazed at all by what is going on here right now.
Absolutely not, Garrett. And after watching what seemed to be a pretty stagnant first quarter, this second quarter has just exploded like fireworks with 3 touchdowns in the span of 5 minutes.
No points throughout the first quarter, the whole first quarter. 12 minutes, no points, but as Cooper said, within less than 5 minutes, all of a sudden, Ellis has 2 touchdowns, and Meade has 1. They lead it. Ellis leads it 14 off, and we got another flag on the play. It's like Ellis left a little bit too soon.
And Garrett, we've talked about it once before. You can't let that momentum make you lose your focus.
Legal procedure against the Railers.
That's going to be their 4th 5-yard penalty. So they'll kick from the 35 now instead of the 40. As Welsh and Messer are still back deep. They'll creep up a couple steps. As Hensley's having some trouble getting the ball on the tee. And as he's having this trouble, let's think a few more of the sponsors. This game, Ellis Playoff Football, is brought to you by Ellis Credit Union and USD 388 and Golden Belt Co-op. Now we're set. Hensley kicks this one deep, and it's going to stay in. Welsh will take it on the bounce. Welsh going to run from the right side to the left side, then cut it back up the middle, across the 25, down to the 28. And that is where we will see This Meade offense come back out with it, who threw an interception the last time with it. Just the second interception thrown by Lawson Looters. This year he has 18 touchdowns and now 2 interceptions on the year.
And Garrett, it'll be interesting to see what they do to respond to the Ellis Railers' momentum here. I mean, they came out, they've tried some misdirection, they've tried some passing. It'll be interesting to see what comes.
Pure shotgun. They're going to give it off to McCullough. McCullough going to run around the left side, and he's going to be taken down. Clay Fike with the tackle.
And Clay Fike seems to be just dominating this evening, Garrett. I mean, we see a powerful run game, and now so a powerful offense, and then now a powerful defense coming from him. He seems to be an all-around great player.
No gain. They got back just to the line of scrimmage. As Looters will be in the backfield with McCullough. They're going to fake it to McCullough up the middle. Brenner was there to slow him down, and then he got some help from his lovely teammates on that line. Josh Smith got back there, and Dylan Haas got back there to bring him down, and it's going to be a loss of 4.
And we've talked about it again and again and again, and I just can't stress it enough. Both of these defensive teams have exceptional defensive ends, Garrett, and it shows over and over again. Getting around the outside, sacks, pressure on the quarterback during pass plays, you name it, it's there.
Looters going to drop back a quick long drop. Looters looking to air it out long. He's going to have to tuck it and run it now, being chased. Going to throw it back across the middle, and it's going to be intercepted by Hensley. Hensley picks off Looters for the second time here tonight. That time, Looters just trying to make something out of nothing, avoiding the pressure and not taking a sack and not even running reception of the game.
And what a great play there, Garrett, by the Railers defensive line, getting in the backfield, putting pressure on the quarterback, and ultimately forcing the turnover, forcing the interception.
Well, we have a late flag thrown, so let's wait and see what this is now. As it stands right now, it stands as a Dalton Hensley interception across the middle of the field.
We have 2 penalties on the play. They offset, and we will redo the play.
So the offense will go back out as the interception does not count. Penalties offset each other as there was a penalty on each team, and that's a big blow for Ellis, who was going to take the ball back, and we're going to be in prime position to take a 2-touchdown lead, but the penalties offset, Cooper, and now they give the ball back to me on a 3rd down and 14.
And, you know, we were just talking about it. You can't let this excitement make you lose your focus. It seems like that's what's happening for both teams right now.
Luter's going to float it out, and it's going to be nearly intercepted again by Dalton Hensley, but he batted it away, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It seems like Dalton Hensley just went, okay, so you're not going to count that interception. I'm going to try and do it again, and he almost does.
He almost got that one away, but it goes down as an incompletion. It's going to bring up a 4th down and long. As Larrabee will be set on to punt, we'll have Hensley and Fike back deep. Fike has already returned a kickoff for a touchdown here in this game. Larrabee gets this one away, and it's going to be downed. It's going to bounce as it crosses midfield, and good field position for the Ellis Railroaders as they'll start with the ball at the 47-yard line. So a decent punt that time, but still good field position coming the way of Easton Smith and the rest of this Ellis offense.
And Garrett, in the direction of the Railroaders right now, it'll be interesting to see what they come out and do. Hopefully come out and score before half.
Hensley, Eck, and Fike in the backfield. It's going to be a pass now. They're going to pitch it out to Eck. Eck looking to get to the outside, and he's going to be shut down trying to cut it upfield. He's going to get back just to the line of scrimmage to bring up a 2nd down.
And Garrett, that's excellent pursuit by the Meade defense to sniff out that outside run coming once again and to pursue it out all the way to the sideline and force it out of bounds before it can do any serious damage.
It'll be 2nd down and 10 as Eck was just able to get back to the line of scrimmage. We're under 6.5 now left to play until the half, 14-7. And here's the give. Fike dances around a little bit and able to make something out of nothing, able to get maybe 2 yards on the play, but it's going to bring up a third down. It looks like they're actually going to give him 4 yards on the play to make it 3rd down and 6. So they gave him a very generous spot. 3rd down and 6 now as they are spotted up about the nose of the football shy of midfield. And they're going to give it. Fike looking to get to the outside. He crossed his midfield before being taken down on the play, but it's going to make him a 4th down as he was only able to get 2 yards on the play.
4th and 6.
And again, Garrett, we see a really great pursuit there by Logan Myers, defensive end for Meade, making sure to not get sealed off on that right edge, and he's there to make the tackle.
But it's 4th down. This is going to be a tough one. Do you give Meade the short field if you don't get this one, or do you punt it away and make them work for it? And they're going to call a timeout now. Coach Amron wants to call a timeout, talk some things over. That may be what the coaching staff talks about during this timeout. It's 14-7. Ellis has the lead. Ellis Playoff Football is brought to you by Carico Implement, Swift Services, Next Tech Wireless, American Family Insurance, Whitey Cole, and Eagle Communications. Our community connected. Cooper, it's been a very entertaining game. It's been a very entertaining second quarter. You had no points for the first 12 minutes of the game. You start things off at first play of the second quarter. Looters takes it in from 44 yards out. You have an 85-yard kick return on the ensuing kickoff. And then later on, you have the 1-yard run by Easton Smith to give Ellis the 14-7 lead. So we have 21 points scored in the second quarter when no points were scored in the first.
And, you know, I'd like to attribute some of that to some of those dumb penalties. I mean, we'd see huge gains only to be set back 5 or 10 yards at a time, huge gains, and ultimately you can't score if you do that.
Ellis will punt it away. Hensley nearly got that one blocked again, but it's going to be a nice punt. It's going to take a great Ellis bounce, and it's going to be down at the 9-yard line. What a punt that time by Dawn Hensley.
And Garrett, what do you do now if you're the Meade Buffaloes? I mean, big 85-yard field return by Fike toward the Railers, only to have it back, 3 and out. Another score by the Railers, a 1-yard score, force them to punt it, and now you're all the way down at the 9-yard line.
And you had the interception. You threw one away. You threw another interception too, but offsetting penalties gave the ball back to you. Now you're pinned deep down in your own territory. And the snap will go to Looters. Looters will take it around to the far side. Looters looking for some blockers. He has it. Looters has the first down and more. Looters still up on his feet as he crosses down to the 25. So it's going to be a pickup of 14 on the play.
It's a first down for the Buffs. Looters brings it out to the Buffalo 25-yard line.
9 carries for 67 yards now for Lawson Looters. He has the only touchdown, but 44 of those yards came on 1 carry. The opening carry, I should say, of the second quarter that went for 6. They got the first down now. They've got some breathing room now. They're not pinned back down at their 9-yard line now. They're going to run a little misdirection in and around with McCullough, and McCullough, I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage. He may have been dropped in the backfield for a loss.
And Garrett, that's great fundamentals by the Railers defense. I mean, we've talked about it extensively up to this point. You can't stray away from your fundamentals and bite on every misdirection, because if that was the case, I feel like the Buffaloes would have a lot more points.
Second down now and 10. He just did get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to fake it. Looter's going to run it, and it's going to be incomplete. Fike got a hand on that one as the pass was intended for Cash Larrabee, but things just not going right now for this Meade Buffalo offense.
And you know, Garrett, how do you feel if you're Lawson Looters right now? I mean, you have 1 pick all season, and then you basically since that one didn't count, I guess, half of the picks for your season have come during a playoff game.
Not just you have, after completing your first pass of the game, the opening play of the game, you have thrown 5 straight incompletions, so just cannot get anything going. Right now for the Meade Buffaloes, and right now head coach Scott Mosier is going to take a timeout. He wants to talk some things over with 4:15 remaining until the half. Ellis, they still lead it 14-7. Ellis Playoff Football is brought to you by Eaton Landscaping, Crop Production Services of Hayes and Ellis, Jeff Pinky, CPAs of Ellis and Hayes, USD 388 in Ellis, Biddle and Haas Construction, Ellis Credit Union, Romy Insurance Agency, and Don's Electric and Rewind. Let's go ahead and rewind and look at this game real quick. No points scored through the first 12 minutes of the game. Lawson Luther started the second quarter off with a 44-yard touchdown run to give the Buffaloes a 7-0 lead. The Railers respond with Clay Fike taking 85 yards back on the kickoff return to tie it up at 7. Then after an interception, Easton Smith ties things up with a 1-yard touchdown run to make it 14-7. Here we are, 3rd down and 10 now. McCullough's going to go in motion. They're going to fake it. So McCullough. Luter's rolling out here to the far side. It's going to be caught, missed tackle. And here he goes. Messer down the sideline, and Messer's going to take it into the end zone for 6 points. As one missed tackle leads to 6 points.
Number 83 with a nice catch and run for the score. Messer takes it over.
A 75-yard touchdown pass. And we're an extra point away from having this game tied.
And you know, Garrett, it's funny how things work out. We were just talking about how poor Meade's pass game has been so far, and then they respond with that.
Snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick is up. And the kick is good. So right out of the timeout, Craig Schurig drew up a dandy of a play. And Scott Mosier, the head coach, has got to be happy now that the game is tied at 14 with 4 minutes left to go. But things changed drastically. Just the one missed tackle, and Dakota Messer able to take it the rest of the way into the end zone.
And you know, Garrett, I think this is exactly what the Meade Buffaloes needed. It seems, excluding that first touchdown they scored, they've been on the opposite end of the pendulum swing, and I feel like by scoring that drive and evening it back up, knotting it back up at 14-14, effectively they're much more in this game now than they were.
Eck is back deep along with Clay Fike. Let's see if they decide to kick it to Clay Fike this time. As the last time he received a kickoff, he took it 85 yards to the house. And they're going to do a low line drive. It's going to be taken, looks like, by Towns, and Towns is going to take it up across the 40. That is what we will see Ellis and Easton Smith come out with it. Easton Smith hasn't done a lot through the air. In fact, he is 0 for 3. Has 24 yards rushing on 3 carries. The big offense production has been by Clay Fike, who has 26 yards on the ground. He also does have that kick return for a touchdown, so an early bid for player of the game. And Meade has 10 players on the field. Now they're going to have to call a timeout because of it. So we got a quick timeout called, as they only had 10 men on the field, as Miguel Rogers ran off the field and he was supposed to be back on, and they had to call a timeout. So they only got one timeout now remaining due the Meade Buffaloes with 3:56 remaining. We're tied up at 14. We're about to see Easton Smith, Clay Fike, and this Ellis offense. Tied up at 0 is Phillipsburg and Sacred Heart. Score updates courtesy of the Ellis Review. Also, Smith Center up 28-14. Jonathan Zweigert has that game over on 101.9 The Bowl. As the winner of this game will face the winner of that Phillipsburg-Sacred Heart game. And here's the give to Hensley. Hensley powering forward to the 45. It's going to be a pickup of about 3 yards.
Tackle was made by number 44, Larrabee.
To bring up a second down. Looks like they're actually going to bring up a second down and 6. They're going to give him 4 yards on the carry. So it's going to bring up a second down and 6. Hensley has that big 50-yard run. He has 3 carries for 57 yards. Hasn't been involved in the offense as much. In fact, his first carry of the game didn't come until the second quarter. They're going to run it again with Clay Fike. Fike bounces off a tackle in the backfield, looking for the outside. He's going to be wrapped up, and he's going to be taken down on the play as Colton Goler was there. This 5'10", 160-pound senior brings him down on the play. Fike was able to fight forward for a yard, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5.
3rd down and 5 for the Railers.
3rd down and 5 for Easton Smith and the Railers. Towns is going to split out to the far side. You'll have Hensley and Fike in the backfield. Eck will line up in the slot. They're going to fake it. They're going to run it in and around with Eck. Eck looking to get things going. Lewis Deerking was there to blow things up. He cut back to the inside, took it to the outside, and he's going to be chased out of bounds on the play. It's going to bring up a 4th down. He's going to lose a yard on the play. Lewis Deerking just get right in that backfield. Cooper able to blow that one up. And it's going to bring up a 4th down now as they try to throw a little trick play at them with a reverse around the outside, but just could not get it. And looks like Ellis is going to go for it on this 4th down. And set up in a punt formation was Meade, and that's their final timeout of the half. With 2:28 left to go, Meade cannot stop the clock again. We are approaching the half, tied at 14. Ellis High School playoff football is brought to you by Fisher Pipe Testing, Eck and Eck Construction, Arthur's Pizza and Mexican Foods, the Ellis Review, American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole, City Plumbing of Ellis, Fisher Well Service, owner Donnie Fisher, and Equity Bank of Ellis. Interesting decision right there to throw your offense back on the field. As if you don't get this one, you give the Meade offense a very, very short field to work with. But it forced me to call their final timeout as they weren't prepared for it, as they sent their special teams out on the field.
And that's one of those situations, Garrett, where you wonder if that's by design or if it was just one of those happy accidents that come along from time to time.
Well, it looks like this is what they want to do. Eck will split out here far to the near side. Hensley and Fike will be in the backfield, and they're going to roll out here to the far side with Smith. Smith throwing it back across the middle of the field as incomplete.
And now, Garrett, it'll be interesting to see if the momentum can swing back toward the Meade Buffaloes. I mean, questionable decision there by the Ellis Railers to go ahead and go for it on that one, because now with the turnover on downs, you give Meade short field position with very short time left on the clock going into halftime. Coming back out from halftime is going to be pretty tough for the Railers.
1st down and 10. They will start within Ellis territory, spotted up just outside of the 45. They'll have 4 wide receivers, so they're going to spread this one out. They're going to give to Cash Larrabee up the middle, quickly bounces out to the right side, still moving his feet forward, and he has a 1st down as he takes it up to the 35. Pick up a 12 yards on the play for a 1st down. Looters back to pass, looking to air it out. Throws it across the middle, and it's going to be dropped on the play. Looking for Dakota Meser. It's going to be dropped at the 30-yard line.
Brings up a 2nd down and 10 for the Buffaloes.
Looters now 3 of 8 for 112 yards and a touchdown. Does have that big 75-yard touchdown pass to Dakota Messer that tied the game up. Looters looking to go back through the air, throws a quick strike over to Myers. Myers has able to shake past Fike.
Garrett, this is exactly what you didn't want to happen if you're one of the Ellis Railers right now. I mean, you're under 2 minutes now, coming toward half. You got the Buffaloes just knifing all the way up the field. We're talking big gains, 2 first downs now. I mean, how do you respond if you're the Ellis Railers at this point?
Looters up the middle. He's going to be taken down on the play by Josh Smith, who gets in there, able to shake him down. It's going to be a pickup of 4 yards on the play for Looters, and we're coming up on a minute and a half left to play until the half. And even though they don't have any timeouts left to do the Meade Buffaloes, they got a lot of time to work with it as they don't have very far to go. Here's the handoff to Larrabee. Larrabee lowers his shoulder and able to fight out to the 10-yard line for another first down.
And there again, Garrett, we see it taking Larrabee toward the outside, sealing off that defensive end. It results in another 8-yard pickup and a first down.
First down and goal. Clock is still running at a minute 10 left the half. Looters going to look to pass, throws it high, and it's going to be nearly caught, then nearly intercepted off of the tip pass. Looking for Dakota Messer, nearly coming in for that interception was Labarge. And that's going to bring up a second down and goal, and the clock will stop due to the incomplete pass at a minute 5. Back to the ground game with Larrabee. Larrabee able to push forward for not much, maybe 1 or 2 yards on the play. Brendan Brenner was right there, as well was Dylan Haas, and it's going to bring a third down and goal. Luter is going to roll out to the far side. He's going to tuck it and run it now, looking for some running room. Being chased down and sacked. No, he got it away. Boy, awfully close. I thought the officials were going to blow that play down. There is a flag on the play thrown near the line of scrimmage. So let's wait and see what's just running for his life that whole play.
And it's a great play again by Brendan Brenner just to get in the backfield and really put pressure.
The pass was incomplete. We have yet to get a signal from the official, and it's holding on both teams, so offsetting penalties. So defensive holding and offensive holding, and we'll replay this down.
So we'll replay that down, and it is once again
third down and goal with 34 seconds left. Ellis looking to hold, and what a hold this would be if they keep this Meade offense out of the end zone. Here's Luter. He's going to roll out here to the near side. He's going to tuck it and run it. Looking for the end zone. Dives in, and he's in for 6. He goes airborne for his second touchdown of the game. A 9-yard touchdown run by Ryan Luters. And they are an extra point away from taking a touchdown lead over the Ellis Railroaders.
Number 31, Davalos getting ready for the extra point kick for the Buffs.
Snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is up, and the kick is just the same. The kick is good, and with 28 seconds left to play in the first half, it is 21-14 as the Meade Buffaloes have taken back the lead due to the second touchdown run by Lawson Luters.
And Garrett, this is exactly what you didn't want to have happen as an Ellis Railer right now, letting the momentum swing back toward Meade's direction going into halftime. I feel like it is so difficult to come back out after halftime, after momentum has swung toward your opponent.
And you still have Clay Fike backing back to receive the kickoff, who already has 1 return back. So that is still an option if you are by Big Creek Floor and Gifts in downtown Ellis. Curbside cuts by Christie, pet grooming at your doorstep. Ellis Credit Union, USD 388, Golden Belt Co-op, Carico Implement, Swift Services, Next Tech Wireless, Walmart, American Family Insurance Agent, Whitey Cole, and Eagle Communications, our community connected. And they're going to do a low kick. They're not going to let Fike take it, but Fike's going to take it. He takes at the 17, and he slips and falls, trying to make a cut back up the middle. And with 26 seconds left, Ellis offense will come back out with it. Ellis does have 2 timeouts to work with it, so you might see them try to take a quick shot down the field just to see what they can do with it before going to the half. Smith has yet to connect on any of his passes. He is 0 for 4. And they're going to spread it out. We haven't seen them spread it out much. They spread it out like this the first play of the game. And they're back at it. Smith just going to dump it off to Fike. Fike able to make a stutter step past the first guy, but then takes a lick from Cash Larrabee. And we got to have a timeout call. The pass 4 yards, but Cash Larrabee able to lay the big hit on Fike, and Fike's not a very big man, 5'9", 150 pounds, going up against the big, thundering body of Cash Larrabee.
And yeah, we've talked about Larrabee extensively during this game already. I mean, he's a huge asset to the Meade offense. Very powerful runner, gets about 7 or 8 yards per carry. And then he shows his well-roundedness here on defense for the Meade Buffaloes, coming up for a pretty big stop.
Forced Ellis to call a timeout. They only got 2 yards on the first pass completion by Easton Smith here tonight. So he is 1 of 5 for just those 2 yards that Fike was able to get out of that pass completion. Ellis did call a timeout to talk things over offensively, so let's see what they come out with here after the timeout. Meade's going to drop back the secondary deep all the way into their own territory. They're good 25 yards off the line of scrimmage. And they're going to run a pass, try to set up a screen pass to Alex Towns. That's going to fall incomplete. Bring up a 3rd down. So still looking. Could they get something positive right before the half? Are the Ellis Railroaders? Smith will go back into shotgun. Brenner will line up and tighten on the right side. Splitting out far is Eck. Smith was looking for Eck. Now he's going to find Eck back across the middle. That pass will be incomplete. And with 6 seconds left, it's going to bring up a 4th down. And you got to think Ellis is just going to punt this one away.
You know, you'd expect it, but I mean, they've already run a fake one time in this game. Wants to stop them from doing it right before the half. I mean, you don't have much to lose if you don't get it.
The biggest thing is if you run that fake, all the 6 seconds off the clock, because you don't want Meade to have any time with the ball. They're just going to punt it away, and it's going to be taken on a back pedal by Messer. Messer's going to sidestep down the sideline, still up on his feet, crosses the 45, and that's going to take us into the break. It was a high-scoring second quarter. All the points were scored in the second quarter as the Meade Buffaloes take the 21-14 lead into the break over the Ellis Railroaders. We'll have some second half stats as we come back. This is Ellis Playoff Football on 99.5.
Ellis Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. You students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op and Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Talk plus text plus data. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services, cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Talk plus text plus data. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Top data. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Talk plus text plus data. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Talk plus text plus data. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Talk plus text plus data. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Go Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Talk plus text plus data. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Talk plus text plus data. Walmart. Save money, live. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cement and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Talk plus text plus data. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the The Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless. Say hello to something different. Unlimited everything. Talk plus text plus data. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart. American Family Insurance Agent Whitey Cole. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico
as we'll deep along with Mezer for the Buffaloes. 24 minutes of gameplay left in one team's season, and 24 minutes left until they can move on, until one team will move on to the second round to face the winner of Phillipsburg and Salina Sacred Heart. And the second half is underway, as it's just going to be a simple pooch kick, and it will be taken up and down as Myers will fall down with it at the 30-yard line, and that is where we will see Lawson Looters come back out with it, who had a exceptional first half of play, 11 yards for 80 yards, 11 carries for 80 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns, and as well, he was 4 of 10 through the air for 122 yards and a touchdown pass. Looters will be into the shotgun, as we'll see Larrabee line up on the left side of him, and Looters will get it, and he'll run here to the near side. Larrabee kicking him, but miss is Brendan Brenner, and Brenner able to bring him down on the play. It's going to be a 5-yard pickup, but Brenner comes from the opposite side of the field to bring him down.
And Brendan Brenner is just an exceptional defensive end. I think we've talked about him almost more than anybody else on the Ellis defense at this point. Just the ability to get in the backfield, and not only that, but chase it down all the way to the other side of the field.
Second down and 5 from the 35. As Looters is going to fake like he gets the snap. Larrabee has it, crosses the 40-yard line, and Larrabee trudging forward to the 47. It's going to be a pickup of 9 and a first down.
Make the tackle for the Railers. It's a first down for the Buffs at their own 49-yard line.
45 yards on 7 carries now for Cash Larrabee, and it's a first down spot up just outside of midfield at the 49. The first time with the ball for the Buffaloes here in this second half. They're going to run an end around with McCullough. And this will be the first positive gain by McCullough, as he's able to fall forward across midfield down to the 46 before being taken down by Josh Smith. Second down and 6 now after the 4-yard pickup by McCullough. We're going to stack things up on the right side and run it with Looters up the middle. Larrabee lead blocking him once again, hurling a man across the 40 before being taken down is Looters, and it's a first down and a pickup of 6.
And already a fantastic first possession by the Buffaloes here, Garrett, to start out this second half. I mean, we already had 2 first downs. And while it hasn't been some of the huge breakaway plays we've seen so far in the game, it's still yards. It's still yards, and they're still moving the chains. 92 yards now on the ground for Looters. He needs 8 yards, and he'll get to the century mark for the 6th time. Here's Larrabee up the middle. Slowly but surely, Larrabee able to pick up 5 yards on the play before being taken down by Brendan Brenner. There's that name again. Brendan Brenner has been real defensively for Ellis. And you know, Garrett, watching this offense open up the second half, it's been curious so far that we haven't seen a whole lot of misdirection yet.
At least not on this drive. Everything's been pretty much forward, except for the end-around ran with McCullough, in which they got 4 yards earlier on this drive. And now they're going to switch things up. Everybody on the line moves from the right side to the left side. So as we say that, they change things up. Luter's now going to run to the left. Able to dance forward. He's going to be awfully close to that first down as he crosses the 30 down to the 29. Let's wait and see the spot.
And you know, Garrett, it's another example of speak of the devil. As soon as we mention something, it seems like it always happens. And while it wasn't a huge gain off the misdirection, again, it's still yards. Still showing some positive yards for the Buffaloes.
And they're going to be stopped shy of the first down. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1 as the officials eye test it. So a 3rd down and 1. This is where you like to have a guy by the name of Cash Larrabee in the backfield, but he's not going to be in the backfield. That's going to be McCullough. And they're going to run the end around with Welsh, and Welsh is going to be hit and dropped by Dalton Hensley, but I think it's going to be enough for the first down. He only needed a yard. Actually, he only needed a half a yard, and I believe he got the yard. And no, they're throwing up fourth down, so the officials spot the ball about a half yard shy of where I thought Welsh was able to take that ball forward. That's going to bring up a fourth down. So fourth down, Looters. And now Looters has the first down without a doubt. Looters breaks the outside across the 20, across the 15, spins at the 10, and he's in for 6. A 31-yard touchdown run by Lawson Looters.
And you know, Garrett, that outside edge has played a critical role for both teams' run games so far. And you let him outside, and once again, it results in a touchdown.
128 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground for Looters, and the snap is up. The kick is good. And the Meade Buffaloes strike first, 28-14 here. Early in the second half, 8:32 remaining in the third quarter in the Meade. The Buffaloes have the 2-touchdown lead over the Ellis Railroaders. Ellis Playoff Football is brought to you by Ellis Credit Union, USD 388, Golden Belt Co-op, Caraco Implements, Swift Services, Nextech Wireless, and Walmart. That was a very good drive, Cooper, to open this second half up by the Meade Buffaloes. Nothing negative. Just pushed the ball forward, and on a 4th down and 1, able to take the ball in from 31 yards out.
And you know, Garrett, that was more or less what I was expecting to see from the Meade Buffaloes before the game even started. Just a very methodical, very fundamentally sound offense. Not a lot of big runs, but enough to move the chains, and it ultimately results in touchdowns.
Now we'll see Clay Fike, and as always, he did have an 85-yard touchdown return for a touchdown already in this game. They're going to swib it up the middle. It's going to be taken by Dylan Haas, and Haas moving it forward better than what you would think an up man would be able to do as he takes it across the 40 and gets tripped up as he crosses the 45-yard line down to the 47.
And you know, that's a pretty good run by Haas. Not a usual guy to get the ball and run it like that, but it's a decent enough pickup to start from a pretty good position on the field.
So Easton Smith will be under center. Hensley will play the fullback, and splitting the T in the backfield will be Eck and Fike. And they're going to give to Fike. Fike running hard to the right, ball forward to midfield. It's going to be a pickup of 3 to bring up a 2nd down and 7. Cade Millsap was in there on the tackle. Logan Myers was there as well defensively for the Buffaloes. 2nd down and 7 upcoming for the Railers. They're going to turn around. They're going to run and hand off to Eck, and Eck's going to be blown up as he gets to the line of scrimmage. A play was whistled dead, and we're going to have a 3rd and 7 upcoming for Ellis.
And Garrett Cash Larrabee on that play basically came up and said, "No way, not getting through me." Such a well-rounded player and a really big player for the Buffaloes tonight. Exceptional job on both offense and defense.
3rd down and 7, a crucial 3rd down and 7 that is, already trailing by 2 touchdowns. And they're going to try to run a misdirection themselves, running with Hensley, but they're going to lose yards on the play as Lewis Deerking gets in the backfield along with Cash Larrabee and Welsh. So a 3-man team to bring down Hensley. It's a loss of 3, and Hensley is going to have to punt this one away.
And Garrett, we've talked about it before. Lewis Deerking, the 6'8", 220-pound senior, just gets in the backfield, blows it up, and forces a punt here.
And it's a low punt. And it's going to take an Ellis bounce and then skip out of bounds at the 27-yard line, which is where this high-powered Meade offense will come back out with it. fresh off a 31-yard touchdown run by Lawson Luters, his third of the game. He has 3 rushing touchdowns and 1 touchdown through the air, so he's had his hand in every single trip to the end zone for the Meade Buffaloes here tonight.
And Garrett, it'll be interesting to see now that Meade has a 2-touchdown lead, whether or not they decide to get a little more crafty with their offense for this possession.
Luters has it. Luters up the middle, shakes one, but then gets taken down by Hensley and Smith at the 29, so it's going to be a pick. 130 yards now on the ground for Lawson Luters. As he's getting the play call from his head coach, Scott Moser. 28-14. Coming up on 6 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Here's Larrabee up the middle. Larrabee muscles forward. It's going to be a pickup of 3 yards as he crosses the 30-yard line down to the 32 to bring up a third down and long.
3rd and 5 for the Buffaloes.
63 yards on the ground off of 10 carries for Cash Larrabee, averaging over 6 yards a pop. Luters is going to run it far to the outside, able to cut back across, and he has the first down as he crosses midfield before being shoved out of bounds at the 46.
And what a lead block there by Cash Larrabee. You know, it's got to be nice as Lawson Luters to know that you have someone like Larrabee leading the charge, sealing off that right edge and just taking it for all it's worth.
It's a 10-yard pickup on a 3rd down and 6. As they are in business now in Railer territory. Meade Buffalo's second time with the ball. They're going to fake the in-around. Luters looking to open it up, and he's going to dump it off. Myers has it. Myers able to shake away from one, but then a shoelace tackle by Eck across the 25-yard line, but it's another first down. The first pass of the second half goes for 12 and a first down. As the Meade Buffaloes orchestrating another great drive down the field. They fake it to McCullough. They're going to give it to Larrabee up the middle, and Larrabee got stuffed, driven backwards, and then they're going to blow the play dead. And excuse me, that was Godfrey getting his first carry of the game. Caden Godfrey, the 5'10", 190-pound sophomore, gets his first carry of the game.
And I got to be honest, Garrett, I think that's the first time the misdirection has honestly got me.
We got it. I mean, we've done a good job with that one. That is the first miscall and the misdirection that we've had all night. The line's going to shift from the right to the left as Larrabee also moves from the right side of Luters to the left side. Luters going to keep him on the left side. Luters across the 20-yard line. Luters sprinting forward, powering forward towards the goal line, and he's in for 6. The 4th rushing touchdown. Luters here tonight.
Number 9, Luters with the score.
They're an extra point away from taking a 3-touchdown lead.
Number 31, Avalos getting ready for the extra point kick.
The extra point team is on the field. The snap is good. The kick is up, and the kick is true. And with 4:07 remaining here in the third quarter, Meade has struck twice. Ellis has yet to strike, and it's 35-14. The Meade Buffaloes slowly taking control of this game here, Cooper.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're a Railers fan right now, you got to be getting a little bit nervous that the Buffaloes might just run away with this one.
2 touchdown runs by Luters. Both have been by at least 30 yards. Last one was 30. The first one was 31. And he now has 170 yards on the ground and 4 rushing touchdowns. Also does have that 75-yard touchdown pass. But what a game it's been for Lawson Looters. And it's 35-14 now. The Meade Buffaloes have the lead.
And Garrett, I simply cannot stress it enough, and we've seen it. We saw it again here in this Meade possession. You give up the outside edge, you give up a lot of yards, and in the end, that always results in a touchdown.
And this time, they're going to give the backman a chance to return it. This one's going to be Joseph Eck running from the left across to the right side, cuts it back up the middle. And he's going to be tripped up as he crosses the 25 down to what looks like the 27-yard line. That is where Ellis will come back out with it, who went 3 and out their first time with the ball.
And Garrett, if you're the Ellis Railroaders here, how do you answer to 2 touchdowns within 8 minutes of the third quarter?
It's going to be tough. They got to figure out a way to do it. Stacked up in the backfield, they're going to try to open up with a run. Smith forced to run with scrimmage, and I think he did. He's going to be taken down on the play by Reimer. And it looks like they're actually going to spot the ball a yard ahead of the line of scrimmage, so Smith able to squeeze out a yard on that play. 2nd down and 9 upcoming for Ellis, as Brendan Brenner will line up on the far side as a tight end. Towns will split out to the near side. And here's the handoff to Fike up the middle. That's going to be Dalton Hensley, who takes it up across the 40, down to the 41, and a first down. 61 yards on the ground now, rushing for Dalton Hensley. He has that big 50-yard spurt there in that second quarter that led to Easton Smith's 1-yard touchdown run. But 1st down and 10 now after the pickup by Dalton Hensley. And he is back to the fullback position. 2 tight ends now, Towns and Brenner. Done it with Fike, but Fike gets stood up and driven backwards. Forward progress will give him the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
And there toward the end of that one, Gary, you see Cash Larrabee just bulldozing right through that Ellis line.
His lineman did the job of holding him up, holding up Fike, and then Cash Larrabee came in to deliver the finishing blow. 2nd down and 10 as we are now under 2.5 to play here in the third quarter. 35-14, 2 quick scores by the Meade Buffaloes. Here's the handoff to Hensley. Hensley up the middle, bounces out to the left side, dances around a little bit, takes it up to nearly midfield before he gets taken down on the play. As Logan Myers was there to take him down. It was a pickup of 8 to bring up a 3rd down and 2. Right outside midfield as they are crossing the Buffalo. Is sitting there in midfield. And that's going to be Smith just running forward, and I think he got first down. He was pushed backward, but it looks like forward progress is going to give him that first down. It's going to be a pickup of 3 and a first down for Ellis.
And Garrett, I think this is exactly what you're looking for if you're a Railer right now. You don't need any huge plays at this moment, although they'd be nice. You don't need any huge plays. You just need to move the chains.
Yeah, a big 48-yard touchdown strike would be great right here as they line up at the 48-yard line after the pickup of 3. And here they are. They're pulling out the pass. Smith looking long, but no one is near that one. I guess Alex Towns was in the area of that one, but it's going to fall incomplete. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 as Smith is just 1 of 8 for 2 yards through the air. After spreading it out, they're going to bring things in closer with two tight ends, Towns and Brenner, lining up on the left side and the right side. Here's Eck. Eck testing that left side of the line, able to sprint forward for what looks like a pickup of 2 yards on the play. The ball did come free late, but it's going to stick with the Railers.
Gain of 2 on the play. 3rd down and 8.
3rd down now and 7 after the pickup of 3. They have crossed into Meade territory. Smith gonna try to run it, and he's gonna be taken down back at midfield. Cash Larrabee came blitzing in from the far side and came in unblocked.
Garrett, I don't know if there's much more you could do there as the Ellis Railers. It seems like they had enough, the Meade Buffaloes had enough people in the box. There just wasn't anybody to pick him up, and it showed.
By the time Smith, Hensley gets this one away, and it's another great punt. And one is Joseph Eck. That is the 3rd punt this game that has been down inside the 10. This one is all the way down at the 1. A 59-yard punt.
And Garrett, I don't know if you could ask for much better than that. To down a ball at the 1-yard line.
They got 99 yards now to go till they get into the end zone. And when you're trailing 35-14, this is the type of stuff that can lead to maybe a bad snap leads to a fumble recovery in the end zone or leads to a safety or something. But what a punt that time, and actually brought us to the end of the 4th quarter, or to the end of the 3rd quarter. 35-14, Ellis is trailing in this one on 99.5. I didn't even know that was the end of the quarter.
Oh,
like
yeah.
There's no whistle or no anything.
No, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like,
yeah.
I don't know. I got confused too, dude. It's cool.
Quarter begins with the Buffaloes in possession. It's 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line.
Come on.
If you want to do it here, we're still on here.
Can you bring us back? They came back early.
Number 50 pass for the Raiders. Raiders brings it out to the Buffalo 28-yard line.
Welcome back into Ellis Playoff Football 99.5. The Ellis Railroaders pinned Meade back deep at the 1-yard line, but Looters on the first carry of the 4th quarter takes it up to the 30-yard line. Now he's going to look up to open the pass. He's going to hit McCullough out of the backfield, crosses the 40 before being taken down from behind at midfield by Dalton Hensley. So 2 plays, and they're already at midfield from back at their 1.
Buffs have the ball, 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And Garrett, this is the type of situation where, as an Ellis Railroader, you just have to knuckle down on defense.
And here's Looters running with it again. We got a flag in the backfield. This one may be coming back.
By number 9, Looters.
But Looters, before that carry, 200 yards on the ground. He's got 4 touchdowns. He's got 154 yards through the air on 6. We knew this kid was special when we were making the trip from Hayes to Meade, but goodness,
And you know, Garrett, regardless of the flag there, that's another play where you see you steal that outside edge, you cut off that tight end, and it leads to big gains.
It's going to be a hold in the backfield. It looks like they're going to get Cash Larrabee with that one as he came off the field disgusted with himself, as that's going to erase a 12-yard run by Lawson Looters.
Down and 20 from their own 40-yard line.
So that'll take them back down to their own 40-yard line, as McCullough will take the spot of Larrabee, who is on the sideline now, and they're going to run a quick screen pass over to Mezer. Mezer able to shake away from one, able to shake away from two, still up on his feet, but he's not going anywhere as he just kept bouncing off of tackles but stayed in the same spot. And now we have 3 injured Ellis Railroaders on the ground. Man, Dakota Mezer just kept bouncing off of tackles. But now there are 2 Ellis Railroaders that are down on the ground, and I can't quite make out their number, but he was just like a pinball bouncing off of those tacklers.
And, you know, Garrett, I was just getting ready to say, if you're an Ellis Railroader in this situation, if you're on defense, the last thing you want to do is forget the good fundamentals. You got to wrap up and bring them down. Keep driving your feet when you make those tackles, or that's going to happen. Here we see a couple injuries. What I'm guessing on is going to be something head or neck related, because it looked like spearing to me.
And we still cannot quite make out their numbers, but they ran a screen pass. Looters tossed it over here to the near side to Dakota Mezer, who was able to shake away from Hensley. Then he was able to shake away from Haas. Then he was able to shake away from Smith and able to shake away from Hensley again before being taken down on the play. Smith, so that's Dylan Haas, is one of the injured Ellis Railroaders, as he is sitting up now. And he is standing up, so it appears that Dylan Haas might be okay. And he looks like to be limping on that right ankle, so it looks like that it may be him. Or maybe his right ankle, but there is still one more Ellis player on the ground. He is still on his back, so we can't quite make out his number. It's not going to be Dalton Hensley, as Hensley I see walking up to Smith. He was one of those players that were in trying to take down Dakota Mezer. I did not see the number of this Ellis player that is on the ground right now.
And Garrett, this is the kind of thing that makes you nervous. As a parent up in the stands, you see somebody down, you don't know who it is, and they haven't moved since they went down.
And there just is some movement right now as you brought his legs up. It looks like they're going to try to help him sit up. And can you make a number out on that one there? It's looking like possibly maybe number 70, Daniel Cabral, the 5'10", 275-pound defensive tackle. He is a junior. He is sitting up now. It is number 70, Daniel Cabral. He was the last one to get up. Dylan Haas was the first one. He went off with an ankle injury. Nobody is helping Cabral off, although he is limping, so it looks like he's holding his hip. Looks like maybe possibly got the wind knocked out of him, because he was fine as he's walking off the field right now. But both players on Ellis able to get up and walk off the field. Haas got some help, and now you see Haas over there on that far sideline. He's working out that ankle. He wants to get back into this game, and he's a player. He's a good ball player. Good linebacker for this Ellis team. He wants to get back on the field.
And Garrett, I think both of us plan on getting your bell rung, so I'm not not exactly sure that might not be what it is.
Both teams now loosening up as it is chilly, as we're under 40 degrees. They're loosening up to get things back and going. 10:48, 35-14. Meade has the lead. They've scored twice in the second quarter, or in this second half. They scored both times they had the ball. They were up by just a touchdown. at the break. And here's Cash Larrabee just blitzing forward. Back across midfield before being tripped up at the 45. So they got nearly all those penalty yards back on one carry. It was a 10-yard pickup to bring up a 3rd down and 5.
And Garrett, I don't know about you, but in this whole game that the misdirection got me. It looked like it was a direct snap there to Larrabee.
And the direct snap goes off of the knee of Larrabee. Luters picks it up. Luters bounces out to the outside, and Luters still up on his feet. Hurdles a man at the 10 and slides forward to the 6. There's another injured Ellis player on play, Fike, but talk about a holy roller. The ball just bounced right up into the lap of Luters, and Luters took it, hurdled a man at the 10. But it looks like they're going to have a block in the back that's going to negate that stellar run.
And Luters, Garrett, has just had an exceptional game up to this point. Absolutely instrumental for the Buffalo's offense. By the looks of it, he's already hit.
Yeah, he's already over 200 yards, so the double century mark. Fike was the injured player. He did get up, but Fike was where the flag was thrown, so the block in the back led to Fike getting up slowly, but he's still out there on the field.
One of those situations where instant replay would come in handy.
Oh, yeah. So 3rd down now and short. Going to be about 2 yards. And it's going to go right back to Cash Larrabee, who goes forward. Towns is there for the initial contact. And then he gets some help from his teammates to bring him down, but it's going to be a pickup of 4 and a 1st down. 7 yards now on the day for Cash Larrabee, so we could see at the end of this game 2 century mark runners by this Meade offense, as Larrabee has 77 and Luters already has 200. Myers will go from the left side to the right side, and now he's going to run back into a tight end now as they flip-flop the offense. Luters is going to run to the far side, cut back up the middle, stood up on his feet, has the 1st down at the 30. Flags thrown as he cuts it back across the 15 before being taken down at the 10. But it looks like this one's coming back as 2 more Railroaders are slow to get up. And it looks like it's going to be another block in the back. As 2 got up, but it looks like over there on the far side there's another Ellis player slow to get up, clutching his knee. And my eyes aren't quite what they used to be, can't quite make out that number. On the far side of the field.
And Garrett, this what was once a really good and a really clean game has pretty quickly taken a turn to be pretty ugly. A lot of penalties here within the last possession, a lot of injuries in the last possession. I mean, if you're Ellis right now, you're looking to minimize damage and get the ball back, control the clock, and score. But if you're having players dropping like flies, I mean, what's your response?
Yeah, this drive has been slow going as you've had 2 15-yard penalties against Meade, and now this is the 2nd time we have stopped for a player injured, and they're taking him off the field. I'm sorry, I still can't quite make the number as the coaching staff is blocking the view of his jersey, but he is off the field, whoever that was for Ellis that was hurt.
15.
Looks like it was going to be number 15 is what I am told. Being taken off the field, so good to see him being taken off as Trayton Kroger. He almost came away with an interception in the end zone in the first half of play, but he is slow to get taken off the field, and he's sitting on the bench now and has the coaching staff away from him. He was clutching a knee, but Brevin LaBarge will now come on in replacement of him. He does have an interception here in this game. Here's Luters. Going to run it up the middle and going to be taken down in the backfield as is Brendan Brenner. And now we're going to have a flag going to be thrown in. This may be a personal foul against Ellis. as it looked like some extracurricular activity between Mezer and LaBarge, and LaBarge threw Mezer down late. And I think that's what the flag is going to be. Now, there has been a couple times here on this drive on where blocking the backs have happened, so maybe a little protecting your teammate type thing right there, but nonetheless, that is something that you don't want to see. Is that's going to be, if it is against Ellis, that's going to be 15 free yards towards Meade.
Yeah, and I mean, we've talked about it extensively in this game so far. It's just dumb penalties. I mean, I can understand the fraternal aspect of defending your teammates and evening the score, but right now, 35-14, wanting to get back in the game, that is not what you need to be doing.
And it's going to be offsetting personal fouls. That is the fourth time in this game that we have had offsetting penalties. And it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 11. That play will not count. So they'll redo things. Here's the give. Welsh is going to take it, and Welsh bounces it out to the left side, tried at the middle. Took it up to the 35. Looks like the forward progress is actually they're going to push him backwards to the 34 to bring up a 3rd down and 8. So 3rd down and 8. 4th quarter, under 8, 35-14. Meade has the lead. Luter is going to roll out, going to have Cash Larrabee across the middle. That's going to be Myers, rather, and Myers has the 1st down. At the 20-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 10.
And phenomenal recognition there by Joseph Eck for the Railers coming up to make that stop. What could have been a really big play for the Buffaloes ended up it's still a big play. Yeah, now that I think about it, still a big play.
10 yards, 1st down. First down at the 20. Meade up 35-14. They score on every possession here in this 2nd half. They're going to run with Larrabee up the middle. He's going to be met and taken down. Eck was there. Towns was there. Smith was there. And as well, Brendan Brenner, pretty much half the offense, or half the defense, rather, for Ellis, was there to help take down Larrabee. And that's about what it takes to bring down that big rusher.
And speaking to the to the size of Larrabee, regardless if it's on the play to tackle him, he still got 4 yards out of it.
Here's Luters. Luters is going to take the snap. He's going to take it forward. He's going to have 2 yards on the play.
Tackle was made by number 2, Pike.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5.
For the Buffaloes.
As the Buffaloes are looking to strike again. This is their 3rd time with the hat, or with the ball, in this 2nd half of play. Larrabee and Luters are in the backfield. Luters will get the snap, able to escape the first hit. And Brenner is there to bring him down, but Luters kept the feet moving. He's going to be close to that 1st down. I don't believe he's going to get it, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and short.
In on the stop for the Railers, number 88, Brenner.
And again, over the PA, we hear name of Brendan Brenner. Probably at this point the most talked about player on Ellis's defense for this game.
Yeah, we don't have tackling numbers on him, but he does have 2 sacks, the only 2 sacks for the Ellis defense here in this game. But he's been all over the field defensively as we are coming up under 5.5 left to play. Here's Luters around the outside, has the 1st down, makes a jump cut across the 10, lunges forward to the 5.
By number 9, Luters. Tackle was made by number
That's
5,
another 1st down, 211 yards now on the ground
inside the 10-yard
for Lawson
line.
Luters.
1st and goal at the
we do have a final in Phillipsburg as it is 45-13. Phillipsburg picks up the victory over Sacred Heart. That score brought to you courtesy of Ellis Review. So the winner of this game will face Phillipsburg as Larrabee is into the end zone. So 3 possessions and 3 touchdowns here in this second half of play. It's the first touchdown for Cash Larrabee. And it's 41-14 Meade. As 84 yards and 1 touchdown now for Cash Larrabee. And that is the first touchdown that did not involve the legs or the arm of Lawson Looters. As that is up, and the kick is good. And with 4:51 remaining in the contest, it is 42-14 Meade. They have the lead over the Ellis Railroaders. This Ellis playoff football game brought to you by American Family Insurance, Whitey Cole, Eagle Communications, Our Community Connected, Eaton Landscaping, Crop Production Services of Hayes and Ellis, Jeff Pinke CPAs of Ellis and Hayes, and USD 388 in Ellis. 42-14, Meade has the lead. They have scored on all their possessions here in this second half. Ellis has yet to score, and well, Cooper, it was 21-14 at the break. In fact, Ellis had a 14-7 lead at one point there late in that second quarter, but it's just been all Meade of lately.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we talked about early on in that third quarter after Meade's second score to make it, I believe, 35-14 is just, you got to be worried that they're just going to run away with it now.
And it's going to be taken on the blocking, but he's not going to have much as he takes it just across the 20. Looks like they're going to get up to the 23-yard line. That is where we will see Ellis come back out with the ball. We have not had a lot of success offensively so far here through this second half of play. 42-14. Meade has the lead. Looks like they will be meeting the Phillipsburg Panthers, who took down Salina Sacred Heart tonight, 45-13. Excuse me, 31-13. Nonetheless, Phillipsburg picked up the win. So that is Smith going to run out with this one, and he's going to hand it off late to Eck. And Eck's going to be taken down on the play in the backfield as Cash Larrabee came from the linebacker position to bring him down.
And I'll tell you what, with that absolute speed, and he came forward with a certainty. It's like he had that play sniffed out from the very beginning. Great coverage on that play by Cash Larrabee.
As we're under 4.5 left to play, clock continues to run. As Larrabee is another one that has been in the backfield quite a bit. He does have a sack. One of the 3 sacks that defensively the Meade Buffaloes have. I'm going to give it to Fike. Fike going to try the far side. He's going to be taken down. Logan Myers is there.
Number 2, Fike carries the ball for the Raiders.
As well was Reimer was there. And Millsap was there as well for the Buffaloes. I bring up a 3rd down and long. 3rd down and 11. Upcoming for Ellis. And they're going to spread it out far. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Fike will be in the backfield, lining up on the left side of Easton Smith. Smith, here comes the pressure, able to avoid one. Millsap's chasing him. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete on the far sideline.
And a great effort there, Garrett, by the Meade defense to put pressure on Ellis, make them really force that pass. And as we've already seen 2 times in this game, could potentially lead to an interception.
That's going to bring up a 4th down as Easton Smith is just 1 of 8 for 2 yards through the air. And they're going to punt this one away, nearly blocked again. But it's not going to be a good punt. Boy, he had that 59-yarder earlier. That one goes for 17 yards. And the Buffaloes will take over well inside Ellis territory.
And Garrett, if you're the Railers right now, if you're the head coach, what are you thinking here? I mean, down by 3 touchdowns, little over 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You're pinned deep in your own, not necessarily deep, but well into your own territory at the 37-yard line.
This is a very, very good Meade football team, and this Ellis Railroad team, they play tough through really the whole first half and much of the second half. And here's the give. McCullough takes it. McCullough bounces up the middle, takes it out to the outside, and he is gone for 6. So 37-yard touchdown run, and we're going to have a flag, but it is coming back.
We do have a penalty flag on the field.
As it is going to be a hold
And
against the Buffaloes.
Touchdown run will be called back because of the penalty.
That is the 60th penalty yard against this Meade program here tonight, and maybe the only dark spot that you can find in the game for this Meade team is the penalties. Penalties have wiped off at least 2 touchdowns for the Buffaloes here tonight.
Absolutely. And one of the things that we've talked about already, and I'll bring up again, is you can't let momentum allow you to lose your focus. I mean, you have to stick to good fundamentals. On the offensive line, no holding, no thing.
It's going to bring up a 1st down and 10 now. As the hold was downfield, they're just going to run up the middle. Dalton Gollier takes it up the middle, the senior, 160 pounds, as he's going to pick up 6 yards on the play.
2nd down and 3 for the Buffs.
As we are at 2:45 and counting remaining here in this ball game, 42-14, Meade has the lead. As Looters is out of this game as they're continuing to run it with Blake Keith, the junior, and Keith takes it up to nearly the 1st down marker. Let's see if they're going to actually give it to him. Looks like they will give him the 1st down, so it's going to be a pickup of 4 by Keith for the 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the Buffaloes at the Railer 25-yard line.
Spotted up at the Ellis 25 as there's a late substitution in. It's going to be McCullough up the middle. Smith is there
Ball carried up the middle by number 23, McCullough.
to bring him down.
And on the stop
Under 2 minutes now, 42-14, as Meade is just milking this one away as they will be crowned the regional champions, as they will go on to take on Phillipsburg in round 2 of the playoffs. A very well-rounded Meade team. Ellis played very well, though. Here's Keith once again. Keith tries the left side, bounces it back up the middle before being taken down for a short gain. Going to be a pickup of 3 yards on the play.
Brings up a 3rd down and 6 for the Buffaloes.
3rd down and 6 upcoming for the Meade Buffaloes. They will improve to 10-0 on the year, and Ellis will see their season end at 6-4, making the playoffs though for the first time since 2011. Here's Keith running with it. He's going to be met by the wall that is Brendan Brenner.
And that's just another good play there, Garrett, by Brendan Brenner. I mean, we've said his name probably 100 times tonight. He's just an exceptional defensive end, and he's been there for almost every edge stop that's been on his side.
If you don't catch the tackler, pretty good odds that's going to be Brendan Brenner, so you can just throw out that name. And 9 times out of 10 here tonight, you're going to be right. 4th down and 3. As we're under 20 seconds left to play in the contest, Keith's going to try to bounce it out to the outside. He does. He has the 1st down. As he got 4 yards on the play.
And that's good for a Buffalo 1st down. 1st and 10 at the Railer 15-yard line.
And that's going to do it.
That's the end of
42, Ellis 14. As the second half was all Buffalo, as they were able to score 3 touchdowns in the second half. Ellis unable to find the end zone at all there in the second half. Meade improves to 10-0. Ellis falls to 6-4, and their season will end. Meade will go on to face Phillipsburg in round 2 of the 2A, 1A playoffs. We're going to come back with some post-game action from Meade. This has been Ellis High School Playoff Football 99.5.
How do you say the name of the head coach for Ellis?
Amrine.
Amrine. All right.
Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless, say hello to something different. Unlimited everything, talk plus text plus data. Walmart, save money, live better, Walmart. American Family Insurance agent Whitey Cole, insure carefully, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet, and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities. USD 388, where talented and committed staff and students make Ellis and USD 388 a great place to be. Go Railroaders. Golden Belt Co-op, serving you for over 100 years. Golden Belt Co-op in Ellis, supporting the Railroaders all the way. Carico Implement, your John Deere dealer, proud to support the Railroaders. Swift Services. Call Swift Services for your oil field cementing and acidizing needs. Ted and Shelley Fuchs, proud supporters of the Railroaders. Next Tech Wireless, say hello to something different. Unlimited everything, talk plus text plus data. Walmart, save money, live better, Walmart. American Family Insurance agent Whitey Cole, dream fearlessly. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest community connected. Ellis Railroader Playoff Football is brought to you by the Ellis Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Proud sponsor of area school activities.